Y'all know what time it is. It's the WC here with the NBA Draft Lottery Review. In this video, I'm not going to tell you every single team. I'll link it down below. But I'm going to give you, a little bit of a feedback on how the draft lottery actually went down and everything in the draft order. And I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight on the top prospects in this video. Well, let me first off say, man, oh man! Like I don't you know what? I've been one of the biggest critics of the NBA draft over the years. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the ping pong balls got it right this year. All right, the team, technically the worst team in the league, is going to get the #1 overall pick. All right, and don't you know what I like? I hate and I love the NBA draft lottery because of the fact that it kind of adds in, it keeps the integrity of the game. And some people might say in the NFL that the integrity of the game is actually a little bit, kind of tested towards the end of the game, towards the end of the season, because teams are kind of positioning themselves for the first overall pick, aka tanking. And I can't really say that tanking occurs in the NBA, but the draft lottery ping pong balls actually prevent teams from actually tanking. I can understand it. But when you have Cleveland Cavaliers win it, 2 times when LeBron's not there, I mean, it's just it was mind blowing. And for a second, I thought that the NBA, the Lakers have been garbage for like the last 4 or 5 years. Kobe's on his way out. Oh, let's just give him the first overall pick. Thank God that did not happen tonight. Oh my goodness, this would be a completely different video if that had happened tonight. Sorry, Lakers fans, but it's garbage. But you guys are still going to get a top pick, so it's not like it's not like it's that big of a deal. But the #1, the worst team in the league got the first overall pick. That's the way it should always be. We talk about the Western Conference being so lopsided. The Timberwolves are a Western Conference team, so I'm looking at this situation. I'm saying, hey, this is the pick that they definitely need. Now, I already spent enough time on that. Let's talk about, saying the potential draft picks and where I think that they might fit the best. Now, obviously, obviously, the #1 pick that I think, the guy that I think should go first is Jahlil Okafor, from out of Duke. Now, I know what you're gonna say. What about Karl-Anthony Towns? I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I'm not really buying it. I mean, it's one of those situations where, it's more so of a Nolan's Noel type of thing, where it's like you don't really know how Karl-Anthony Towns, and I know I said something else, Karl-Anthony Towns is, ceiling. I think he has a high ceiling, but you haven't had too much of the sample. You understand what I'm trying to say? Jahlil Okafor, like, that this guy, he kind of looks like, and I hate to say this about a Duke player because I don't really like Duke, but he looks like the next Tim Duncan. I mean, he really does. He looks like the next Tim Duncan. Then you have Emmanuel, who's the 3rd ranked overall prospect. I really like D'Angelo Russell. I think that D'Angelo Russell just might be like another Russell, as in Westbrook. He has a little bit of D Rose in this game. He's very elusive. There's a lot of Duke guys in this draft that you'll see, that's coming out. One guy that I really like that's going to be coming out is Frank Kaminsky. But then again, like, Kaminsky is one of those players where, he's a guy that can stretch the floor, inside outside game guy. But I don't know if his game can really translate to the to the NBA game. Same thing with Decker. I think that they're going to struggle. Those Wisconsin guys, I think that they're going to struggle to translate to the NBA game. A guy that I think out of all these guys probably will step in. All right, I think that there's one guy for sure that I'm looking at, and I'm saying that whoever drafts him, they could put him in there opening night, and I think that he can have a double-double. He can average a double-double the whole year, and that's Bobby Portis from out of Arkansas. I've seen this guy play. This guy has an NBA body. You know what I'm saying? If he can stay out of foul trouble, if he can, grow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think that guy has probably one of the highest ceilings, definitive ceilings, floors and ceilings in this whole entire draft class. Down below, I'll list the top 25 prospects from my point of view. You'll see a lot of Duke players in there. You'll see some Wisconsin players in there. I already told you about them. I don't think it's going to be one of those dominant type of drafts where you'll see just one school, draft their whole starting lineup. I mean, you'll definitely see Kentucky. Kentucky will definitely be in the top 5 here. With Willie Cauley-Stein and Karl-Anthony Towns. I know I butchered his name earlier in the video. I don't know why it was like that. But looking at that first overall pick, I mean, the Timberwolves kind of need everything. I think that they need a shooting guard. They need a power forward. I mean, Pekovic can't stay healthy. I mean, you don't know what's going on with Rubio. And then the Lakers win either way. I think that they, if they get, Karl-Anthony Towns or Okafor or Emmanuel, the guy from out of China, if they get one of those type of guys to put down low, because they had their rookie Randolph get hurt in the first game last year. The Lakers need any kind of down low presence. The Lakers haven't had a down low presence since Paul Gasol. All right, Mark and Paul Gasol, both of those guys left town, and they don't have anybody down there that can go 20 and 10 every night. And if you give me Carlos Boozer, if you throw Carlos Boozer at me, I will throw him back. Man, that might be Carlos Boozer calling me right now saying don't throw me. All right, and I'm not editing this either. All right, so let me know how you guys feel about the NBA draft lottery down below. It's the WC, man. Like I said, I'm glad that the Lakers didn't flat out win it, because I think that the worst team in the league deserves the #1 overall pick. All right, in the last couple of years, it's just like, it's mind-boggling. But I think that the balls bounced the right way this time. I could definitely say that. So let me know how you guys feel. Where's your team picking down, in the draft lottery order? You know what I'm saying? I know the Knicks fans are really depressed, man. Knicks fans hit me up like, man, another year, we ain't gonna have a great player. I'm like, come on, man. Knicks fans need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of good players, man. You guys could use a D'Angelo Russell for sure. I mean, Carmelo Anthony is, he's a great player, but they need another scorer there in New York. And you guys, there's going to be guys, there's scorers in this draft in the top 10 from what I see. So let me know how you guys feel. I'll comment down below on where I think your team, or whatever. If you want me to tell you about what your team needs, I'll tell you down below. It'd be too long of a video if I do that. Make sure that you guys check out the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference preview and prediction videos down below in the description. And make sure that you also stay tuned for the NBA Finals video preview and prediction coming up next month. It's the WC. Let me know how you guys are feeling. And until next time, folks, peace out.